My name's Jason, and I'm starting this YouTube channel kind of today. This is kind of going to be like an intro video to kind of let you know who I am. This channel actually has a lot of videos already from my Whatnot channel, from the live shows and things that we do over here. But this was kind of more, I have an idea for a YouTube channel that I want to do, and I figured the best way to start it was kind of do a quick intro of who I am, kind of like my past with Magic the Gathering, my history with it, and kind of where I'm at now and how I got there. So I figured I'd do that for a quick video real quick, just so you guys know who I am, and then I'll kind of let you know what my plans are moving forward. So really simply, I started back in 1994 playing Magic. I was probably like 10 or 11 years old. Me and my buddies from the neighborhood, we used to go to a place about a mile down the road. They used to do Friday night Magic tournaments. Again, we were like 10 or 11 years old, and we started playing with Revised. I think we opened packs of like Legends, maybe the Dark. I think we might have like dabbled in a little bit of those, but not too much. Played that for maybe 4 or 5 years until we were probably 14, 15 in that range, give or take. I think we finished up right before Stronghold. So, all those sets, Tempest Alliance, Mirage, Ice Age, so on and so forth, all the way up to, I think we missed Stronghold. Anyways, took a 20-year hiatus or so, and then got back into it with War of the Spark. So I missed about 20 years of Magic, caught up pretty quickly playing Commander and things like that. But got back in with War of the Spark. Absolutely love that set, and continued from there. So like anyone else, I got into just buying packs, boxes, playing, collecting, things like that, and huge into Commander. We never really played Standard or anything like that. We played Commander. We tried a couple games of Modern, but didn't get too serious into it. But it's pretty much been about Commander. So been back in Magic now for about 6 years. Got into the collecting part pretty hardcore. I really got into collecting. I love collecting draft boxes specifically because we could draft them and have a good time with them. There's always a cool financial aspect to it, knowing that the product can kind of go up in value, and that was kind of enticing. But more or less, it was to collect the boxes at a cheap price on release, so that down the road we could draft them without paying, $400, $500 for a draft box when they were released back in the day for like 80, $90. So got back in Magic, like I said, War of the Spark. Now, before that, for a few years before that, I got into online reselling. So I was an online reseller on eBay, Amazon FBA, Mercari, TCG Player, all kinds of different sites. Basically, if there's a site that could sell things, I did it. I used to do like auctions, storage units, garage sales, flea markets, things like that, local buy and sell on Facebook. But basically, when I got back into Magic and War of the Spark, it was cool because I kind of had a lot of knowledge about online sales and kind of how the whole system worked, shipping, packaging, logistics of everything, taxes and all that. And so it kind of just transformed my reselling world from anything and everything that wasn't Magic the Gathering or whatever to strictly just Magic the Gathering. I got big into just the sales of singles, sealed product, and all that. So probably it was about 2.5 years ago. I think it was August 2022. Yeah, because it was August 2022. I did my first show on Whatnot, and I just did. A friend of mine told me about the site, and so I checked it out. I was buying some products from people, and it was really cool. And I said, let me try this. And so I remember back then, for Whatnot, you could do, pull boxes and gambling, and you can do a lot of crazy stuff. Now they've actually made it a lot more straightforward. I don't want to use the word safe, but a lot less gambling, if you'll want to say that. But either way, when I got into it, I remember my first show, I had a set box of Modern Horizons 2. Fantastic set. To this day, I still sell it on a Whatnot channel, and I love the set. It's fantastic. But I remember the first show was just auction packs, one at a time, 30 auctions, and the high bidder won a Misty Rainforest, and that was 2.5 years ago. First show, I liked it. I liked the live aspect, the selling, the logistics of the packing and shipping and all that, and I kind of went with it, and so I just kind of stuck with it, and it always started off really small. But I just kind of slowly built it over the past 2.5 years to what it is now. And I absolutely love it. Like I always say, if you're going to kind of do something and do it well, you really have to love it. And I absolutely love selling on there. It's one of my favorite things ever. It's part of my day, really. And the community there is absolutely incredible. We have such a great following. People come in every day and they're like the nicest people in the world. They're super generous. It's just a great, great community that we've created. Actually, they've created it because I mean, I just put the show on, but they're the ones that actually come in and do all these awesome things. But anyways, I digress a little bit. So been doing that again, 2.5 years. I've been doing Whatnot. Absolutely love it. I plan on doing it in the future. I have no plans whatsoever on not doing it. I love doing my shows in the morning. It's basically a simple show before I go to work every day, hour and a half or so, and we sell. I basically just do packs. We sell packs and rip them open and have a good time. Hopefully, for some really cool pulls. One of my favorite things to do is finding really obscure things. Maybe it's old boxes like behind me. There's like boxes of Ravage, the Dark, 7th edition, Urza Saga. These are mostly empty boxes that we've done on the show and finished up. Mirage, Mirrodin, tournament decks, things like that. I love finding cool deals online and being able to rip open packs, try to find those really cool vintage things, just really rare pulls. And I think it's cool to have a place that we do it on my channel where it's safe. I believe it's a trusted source. I've been doing it for a while now that people can trust that it's not going to be tampered with and all that. So we've created a great community around that, and it's awesome. And part of all that and my plan with it, over the past couple of years was really try to go as wide as I could with the products that I offer, kind of like a store would. I'm not a store, I'm just one person, but I've kind of tried to create that big store mentality that carries a lot of products. And obviously you can't get, Time Spire Remastered, Commander Legends, Alliances from distributors anymore. Those are long gone. So you kind of have to go to the open market and, see what's out there, try to find the best deals you can. And I try to do that so I can offer the best price that I can to people in my show. And so that kind of got me to the idea of this YouTube channel. So as I said before, all of my Whatnot shows live stream here as well. So you can see them all in my previous video history. But moving forward, I always was wondering, I want to do something with YouTube as far as like in the Magic the Gathering world. And I wasn't sure, I never really knew what it was going to be. And I think I kind of figured it out. So one of the fun parts about doing the show is, again, finding products in the open world to put on the show. And it can be fun to find really good deals so I can offer good prices to customers. And so part of what I want to do is to kind of show the way I think about things, like the market and how I see it, specifically the way boxes move, the way you see volume move off the open market. So sales velocity for certain boxes, mostly a lot of collector boxes that I do, but there are some vintage boxes I do. But sales velocities, sale prices, movements, new products coming to market and things like that, and just the way that things kind of evolve in the economy of Magic the Gathering. I think it's incredibly interesting, honestly. Like, I like finance, I like economics, and it's a card game. It's a card game, but it has a crazy economy around it. And to me, it's super fascinating. I really love it. Like, I love watching new products come out, and you watch the market, like, they love it, so it goes up. Product, supply and demand. Supply disappears, demand goes up, price goes up. All of a sudden, okay, there's a big, huge wave of product that comes in, and you see the product drop in price, or like not many good singles in it that are of value, so no one wants to touch it anymore. Or sometimes you just have products that are at least too close to each other, and one of the products will cannibalize the sales from the other one. So it's really interesting to me. And so that's kind of the point of what I want to do with this channel moving forward. I'm not at first going to have any kind of like a video release schedule or anything like that, especially early on. I'm just going to kind of release them as I feel like I have something to say. But at least this gives an intro to who I am and kind of my thought process for the whole thing. But again, I've been a part of Magic now. Again, started in 94 for about 5 years, took a 20-year break. So I can't say I've been in it since the beginning because I missed a huge chunk in the middle. But it's been really cool getting back into it, especially playing Commander, to see all those cards. And that was the best way to kind of explore those products that I missed. With Commander, you're dealing with, each and every card. You never know what's going to pop up in the game. So that's the fun part about it. But either way, that's my plan. Like I said, all of my Whatnot shows that I do about 6 days a week, the live streams will be on my channel, so you can watch those shows again if you want to. But otherwise, I will be doing these as I feel like it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.